Today is such a bad day. I just can't get anything done on time. My project is incomplete. My book is incomplete. My blog post has to be written. I have to make another video. It's just all so difficult and it's just also I knew this would also happen. Today's the worst day ever. Can you relate to what I just said? A lot of us talk negatively about ourselves. We're like, I'm incompetent, I can't do this, I can't do that, I am bad, I'm not good, whatever. We talk to ourselves like this, we demean ourselves, and we just think that we are not good enough. This happens to a lot of us. This negative self talk, whether we may accept it or not, is actually an affirmation. Yes, we associate the word affirmation with positive things, but affirmations also happen with negative things and we do it all the time. That's not what we should do. Instead, we should believe in ourselves and grow, talk positively to ourselves. And how to do that is what we'll understand in today's video, which is all about affirmations. Let's dive in. From the past 14 years, my mom has always been telling me positive affirmations about me. She would always say at night, "You are best. You are best at what you do. You are great. You are lovable. You are positive. You have courage." All those things. From all the days that I can remember, she never missed a single day of telling me all these things. It seems trivial. 5 minutes of the day at last in the night, she just tells these things to me and my brother, but the impact has been incredible. If it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for her constant efforts, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be talking to you, and I wouldn't have the self-esteem, the positivity, and the courage to write a book, make a world record, and write a blog, and also now make YouTube videos and become a content creator. Positive affirmations have changed my life, and I'm sure that they can definitely change yours. In today's video, we will be diving deep into all the aspects of affirmations and how they work, how they don't work, what should we expect, what we should not expect, and what they are at the basic, and how we can start taking action and implementing affirmations in our day. Let's begin with the first thing, that is, what are affirmations? Go back to the time you were a child, from the time you were born to about 5-6 years of age. What do you remember? You may remember things vividly, or you may not remember things as well or as clearly. That's fine. I just want you to think of one thing. What would your parents, your teachers, your friends, your relatives, anybody surrounding you tell you? What things would they speak about you? How would they talk to you? How would they talk about you? Remember that. Those things were the affirmations and the beliefs that defined our life at first. When we are a newborn baby, we don't know what the world is, we don't know anything. But soon we start to form a sense of identity by living next to our father and mother. We understand who they are, we link them to ourselves, and part of our identity begins to form. Then, if they tell us negative things, that don't do that, it will cause this problem, or that you should not do this, that is bad, these kind of things get set right in here, right in our minds, and that causes problems because those negative beliefs are what we consider to be true. We don't have any Wikipedia to fact check that whether what our parents are telling us is true or not. We don't even know what a mobile or what even the world is. How come we would know about Wikipedia? But we still get that, okay, whatever they are telling must be true because they are the only people around us. They are the world to us. And that is why all that they say to us becomes true for us. Then as we grow, as we develop, around the age of 3 or 4, we go to school. That time our teachers tell us, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. It will be bad. You'll be bad. Or that when they tell us that behave, we constantly think that we are not behaving. because that's what the notion becomes. And these kind of behaviors, these kind of actions then confuse us and then just become the beliefs we have about ourselves. We are not good, we don't behave ourselves, we should not do this, we should not do that because that is bad. All these things are what the society tells us, and these things form what our brain structure and the wiring and the patterns of our brain is like. We can't blame anyone because that's who we are. That's how the society progresses, and what our parents learn from their parents is what they are telling us. So there isn't really any difference, or there isn't really any fault of your parents or your teachers, because that's just how the world works. And then you have all those beliefs and all those negative things about yourself in your mind, and they limit you, they make you doubt yourself, they create fear. And that is why you don't actually try new things, or you're worried about what would happen if you don't get this job. You're worried before an interview, you worry about each and everything around you, and just start thinking that you are not enough, you are not good, you are not competent enough and all. These kind of thoughts limit us, and that is why we need positive affirmations. Even though these kind of thoughts may have defined our world in the future, those are the affirmations or the beliefs we heard, we have the ability to change them, and that is where positive affirmations come in. Just like you were told in the childhood that you were this, you are that, you should not do this, you should not do that, you have to tell yourself, I am brave, I am courageous, I am lovable, I take risks, I am financially free, I am an author, I am a best-selling author, whatever it is, whatever you want to achieve. You need to tell these things to yourself, and that is what positive affirmations are. So I hope that you now have full clarity over what affirmations are, and that they can be both negative and positive. It depends on what you do and how you choose to use them. Now we'll move on to the second most important thing. Before we move on any further in this video, I want you to get clarity on this first. Why do affirmations work, and are they even scientifically proven? Many self-help books, like almost all self-help books, tell us that we should affirm, we should write positive things about ourselves, we should develop positive beliefs and all. Even my book, Explore the New You, talks about it. If you want to buy it, the link is in the description. Anyways, like all self-help books mention that affirmations are important, and affirmations help you grow better and achieve better. But it's not just wishful thinking that I will be this, I will be that, or that I am great, I am happy, and all of that. It is actually scientifically proven. Many studies have been conducted on the importance and the power of affirmations, and one study concluded that people who were chronically stressed had improved their critical thinking abilities and their creativity to the level of people who were low stressed just by using affirmations. Another study found that the two centers of the brain that are activated when you feel happy and when there is pleasure are activated when you constantly say affirmations that are continually activated, which makes you feel much more happier and you feel more joyful, that allows you to do better and achieve much better. So I needed to get this straight, that affirmations are not just wishful thinking. Affirmations are practical and they are scientifically proven. Now let's understand how affirmations work and how can we use them for our benefit. Let's take a trip inside our mind. Imagine that you're right here near your throat, and then you're going up, and as you enter your brain, you see a complex structure of things. There are so many parts, there are so many areas, so many things that are happening inside. One side you see your memories, one side you see the happiness you're experiencing right now, and you are in awe of what is happening. It seems nice, doesn't it? But at the same time, it seems overwhelming by the sheer amount of things that are going on in here. Even though our brain and our mind have evolved and grown so much, some ancient traits and pre-evolutionary things are still there. And that is what we need to use to our benefit. In neurology, there is a term known as neuroplasticity that suggests the brain's ability to adapt to different situations, and that is what we need to use in affirmations. The more neuroplasticity there is, the more adaptable your brain is. And by using affirmations, we use that ability to change our thoughts about ourselves. Our previous beliefs and thoughts are that I am not good, I don't know how things happen, I am bad, and all. What we need to say is, I am good, I do things on time, I am punctual, I am great, I am respected. All these thoughts at first may seem challenging, but they soon activate the neuroplasticity area. They use that neuroplasticity to their benefit, and with constant repetition, these beliefs change and positive affirmations turn into reality. Think of this as exercising. When you start exercising 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, for a month, 2 months, 3 months, that's when you start seeing the results. That's when the weight starts shedding. And think of affirmations just as exercises for your mind. What you have to do is, every morning, grab on your workout clothes and go to the mental gym. That is, stand in front of a mirror or open up a diary and say and write positive things about yourself. That is the mental gym that you need to go to each and every day. And that is how you will get rid of the negative and limiting beliefs and affirmations that were planted in you in the childhood. And that is how you will actually achieve better and understand yourself better to increase your self-esteem and grow. This is how affirmations work. Now we'll move on to understand, when do affirmations work and are they instant or not? Let's dive in. Do you remember the Arabian Nights story of Aladdin? It is also a Disney movie, and if you want, you can watch that after this. It's a very interesting one. In that, what happens is that when Aladdin finds a lamp, he rubs it like this, and then a genie comes out of it to grant any of his wishes. That seems like a true wonder, right? If that could just happen to us in real life, that we just have to rub something and whatever we wish for comes true, it would be awesome. But it doesn't really happen. That is not the truth. We have to work hard to get whatever we want, and there is no genie that can grant a wish to us. And that is what is the same with affirmations as well. Affirmations don't work instantly like the genie, that you say something, I am happy, I am great, I am awesome, and that means like you're rubbing the lamp, and then the genie comes out and says, Aladdin, grant me, tell me what your wish is and I'll fulfill it. It does not happen like that. Affirmations take time to get into effect. Consider it as exercise, as we discussed in the previous step before. The first day that you exercise, the first day you do yoga, it doesn't really create an effect. Your body is all sore, you haven't lost any weight and all. But do you stop there because you don't see any instant results? No, right? You know that it will take time. It takes time to generate those results. And that when you do it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, that's when you will see those results coming in, and that's when you will actually lose the weight. People who go to the gym consistently or who do exercise consistently can completely relate to this and understand how this happens. In the initial few days, what happens is that the graph is like this. It's on level 1, then level 1.2, then level 1.3, then level 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. It is growing very slowly like this. But soon, as you put so much effort in, as you put so many exercises, so many routines, so many sessions in, what happens is that the graph that's going this way starts to turn upwards or downwards in terms of weight loss, or upwards in terms of muscle gain, whatever you're doing, and then it goes like this, like this, like this, and then it skyrockets. Why? Because the consistency, the efforts and all pay off. They start combining together, the compounding happens, and then the weight loss and all of that begins. It is the same with affirmations. Consider that you are doing mental exercises each day to keep your mind fit and to keep negative beliefs and bad things like fat out of your mind out. That is how you need to think of it. And then You take action, you do it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You will start seeing results in 1 month as well, but when you do it really consistently, when you are fully consistent in that, that's when you actually see the results. I have a morning journal in which I write my affirmations that I have for the day, or the affirmations that I have decided. I have been doing this since 1st May. So I am about 2.5 months in now. And you won't believe it, but the results that I am getting are unimaginable. At first, in the first month, I didn't really actually see anything. But during June and now during July, I am seeing a positive change in myself. I am more productive, I am more happy, and I just enjoy things more. I smile more, I laugh more, and I am just more human, and I just connect better with myself and with others. And that is why I'm able to make these YouTube videos and connect with you all as well. So, all you need to do is trust the process and keep going. Keep going and start that. I will do this, I will do that. I am great, I am positive. Say those things to yourself. Say that, continuously repeat that, and then the neuroplasticity will kick in. It will change, and your mind will adapt to those thoughts and believe that they are true. Our mind has evolved, but it hasn't evolved a lot to believe that there is a difference between reality and imagination. So even if at first you consciously feel that, oh no, this is awkward, I'm not really this, I'm lying to myself, you just need to believe in the present, keep going, because your subconscious mind can't actually differentiate between the reality and imagination. And when something is repeated very often, it even considers the imagination to be true, and it becomes a reality. So, as I said, trust the process and keep going. And now we'll move on to the fourth and another very important point we need to address, that is why affirmations won't work for you. You heard that right. Affirmations may not work for you, and there are times and there are places and there are situations in which they are not beneficial. Indeed, they are derogatory, and they can actually stop you from growing and make you feel bad. In one study that was conducted in a college, people were told to write things about themselves, both positive and negative. Some people felt better when they wrote positive things, and they had high self-esteem. They already had high self-esteem and confidence. But the other people who had low self-esteem, who felt that they were nothing, and that, all those negative thoughts that they had a lot, they actually felt better when they wrote negative things about themselves. It might come as ironic, but that is true. What you need to do is consider affirmations to be exercise. As I said before, it is an exercise that you do in the gym. But when you are ill, you don't actually do physical exercises. Doctors advise you against the physical exercise, and in difficult conditions or in extreme conditions, you even have to get admitted to the hospital where you can't even move sometimes. So, affirmations are like exercise you do in the gym, and not something that happens in the hospital. You need to think that when you're having low self-esteem, or when you face problems, or when you are just not feeling good enough, it's time for the hospital and not for the exercise. Because the more you exercise, the more you say that I am happy, I am good, I am lovable. If you say that I am lovable after you have a breakup, you'll actually feel that you are lying to yourself, because you just had a breakup and you're unlovable now. That's what happens. So in times of despair, in times of when you feel that no, I'm just not feeling it, I'm not good enough, you should seek professional help. You need to go to the hospital, whether it is like going to a counselor, or understanding yourself better, or finding ways to actually just improve your confidence, or doing better things, and not using affirmations at that time. Affirmations are for you if you are already in a good state of mind right now, in a normal state of mind, and you want to grow and achieve even more. Keep this thing in mind. When necessary, go to the hospital. When necessary, go to the gym. Combine both of them and use them whatever is needed, and affirmations will work for you. If you go to the gym while you should be in the hospital, it will be very bad for you. And if you go to the hospital when you should be in the gym, like when you're normal but you're doing negative self-talk, you're self-sabotaging yourself, and you're just doing so many negative things, that will also affect you badly. This is what you needed to know about why affirmations won't work for some people. And if that is the case, seek professional help, get out of those feelings, get out of depression or whatever you may be going through, because those clinical problems can't just be solved by affirmations. They need therapy, they need proper guidance, and that is why you should seek professional help for that. Now we'll get to the most exciting part, that is how to actually use affirmations in our life. Let's begin. Now, let's understand how we can use affirmations and bring them into our lives. So, this is just a simple 4-step process that you need to do. Grab a sheet of paper like this, grab a pen like this, and start by writing the first thing down. The first thing that you need to write is, what things do you want to improve on in your life? Whether it's your financial situation, your health, your wealth, your career, your relationships, whatever it is, you need to write down what you want to improve in your life and list each and everything honestly. So one example can be that you want to improve your communication skills. So on the sheet, just write down communication skills, and that will help you understand all the things that are needed to overcome and to actually start affirmations. So after you have done that, the second thing you need to do is write down positive affirmations in the present tense, addressing each of the things that you want to improve. Let's start with this example. If you want to improve your communication skills, write down, I am a great communicator. I listen to other people carefully, and I offer and speak confidently. So write these 3 things down. I am a great communicator, I listen to others carefully, and I am a confident speaker. This is an affirmation, and we need to write it in the present tense, because until and unless you don't do that, your subconscious mind won't think that this is happening right now. If you say that I will become a confident speaker, your mind will think that, oh, okay, that's in the future. Why do I even have to worry about that right now? You don't need to let that happen. What should happen is that you write these things in the present tense, and you write all of that, you speak all of that, and then your mind thinks, yes, this is happening right now. I am confident now. I am a good speaker now. I am a great communicator now. So you need to think of all these things this way and do it that way. Write each and everything in the present tense. If you want to be financially free, write, I am financially free. If you want to improve your relationships, you write, my wife or my spouse and I are having a great relationship. Whatever it is, mention all of those things down, and then consider these as the affirmations you have. The next thing you need to do is grab a notebook. I have this notebook like this, as I mentioned, my morning journal, and in this what I do is, all my affirmations, I have them in my mind and I write them down each day before I start my work. So like I've filled about a lot of part of it, and what happens is that by writing these things, they actually get self-actualized, because when you are in that act of writing, it becomes like you're writing something definitive as it comes out on paper, and that adds more seriousness to it, that adds more sincerity to it, and it becomes even more effective. Another thing that you should do is speak them out loud to yourself in front of the mirror each day, in the morning, in the night, after waking up and before sleeping. Just stand in front of the mirror, hold your hands like this, or keep your hand on your heart, wherever you feel like you feel comfortable and you feel good. Keep your hand there, like here or here. You get your hands closed, or you open your body language like this and say, I am great, I am happy, I live an awesome life, whatever it is. So what will happen is that your body language will communicate to your mind subconsciously that you are actually the things you're saying, and the words you speak out loud will go into your ears, and as if it is that someone else is saying it to you, and those things become even more effective and surround the mind even more through multiple senses. First is that you're speaking and you're giving those things out. The second sense is that you're listening to them at the same time. The third sense is that you're feeling them when you write it down, and your body language also communicates that when you speak them with open body language and with confident body language. This is how you need to bring affirmations into your life, and you will start to see the change. All you need to do is consider this as your mental gym visit every day. Spend 10 to 15 minutes on this and continue it, and you will start seeing changes within a month. Now, one thing that I also want you to remember is this is a journey. Don't keep any expectations. Just keep on working, keep on giving actions on your part, and the efforts and the results will start to come in some time. You will be shocked, you will be surprised, you will be pleased by all you see and the difference that happens and how your growth goes from this to this. It will be amazing. Trust me. I have felt that personally, and I am sure that you will feel it too. This is all about affirmations. This is the steps. These are all the steps that you need to take. And now, what I wanted to do is, as I told you to take action, do that. Take those actions right now, and then tell me whether or not you have a plan and whether or not if you have those affirmations ready. Once you have, just write down below that you have that plan, you have everything ready, and I will see you in 1 month. After 1 month, also comment down below how these things have affected you, what change can you see. Edit your old comment and I will respond to that too. I am happy to see you that you're joining me on this journey, and let's start this new movement where we affirm, where we do new things, and where we believe in ourselves to create a positive change in our life and in others. Share this video with as many people as possible so that we can increase the scale of this movement and more people start believing in themselves. And subscribe, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you get notified about the future videos that are about to come. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I want you to remember you are the greatest, you are the happiest, and that you can do anything in your life.